Gimp Adventures.
Good morning. Welcome back to Gimp Adventures. Or afternoon, actually. It's Memorial Day, and I was up really late last night watching anime on Netflix, so I didn't get up till late. And yeah, Chunin was supposed to come over today, but he called me at like 10:30-ish, wanting to know if I was up yet, and I really wasn't awake enough for him to come over then. And he was like, "Oh, well, can I just come tomorrow then?" Because I should have known that he would pull this, being that today is Memorial Day, and there are all kinds of deals and stores all around. He wanted to go shopping. So he is now on his way to the cities to go shopping. That, you know, Chunin does nothing but try to fit in with the American culture, and literally the only part of the American culture that he is really in with is our materialistic nature. It's rather sad, but that he's really gotten into that, you know, getting all the good deals on clothes and different things, and so we won't be seeing him today. But today I'm going to go to the cemetery, and I'm going to attempt to find my wheelchair basketball coach's grave. I tried to go once before last summer with Mel and Matt, and we couldn't find it, but then we were kind of wimping out. It was rather hot that day. It was the 4th of July, I believe. I think. Maybe. I don't really remember. But we were getting tired, and so we called off the search. But I'm going to go and hunt it down, because that's one thing that I said I wanted to do before I leave here, and it seems like today would be an appropriate day to go do that. So other than that, might go see what Liz is doing. If the wind dies down a little more, I might take Koga outside, but other than that, got nothing. So I just got out to the car here and realized I forgot to say something. I'm actually going to chair cam it to the in the cemetery. I'm not going to park in the cemetery, because, you know, cemeteries don't have the best parking spots. So I'm actually going to park across the street, because it's right across the street from Hy-Vee, in the Dollar Tree and thrift store. So I'm going to park over there and push across, and I'll chair cam it around the cemetery till I find his grave. But I think that should be kind of cool. Alrighty, off to find Dale's grave. Let's go. there's that done. I'm glad I found him. Kind of makes me laugh because that was literally the one spot in that cemetery I didn't go through. It was when Mel, Matt, and I went last summer. We went looking for him, and Matt has a relative there, like a great aunt or something, or maybe just an aunt. It's buried there as well, and we went looking for her, and we found her, and you know, we kind of all fanned out looking for him. And I don't remember, I didn't go down that spot. I don't remember if it was Mel or Matt that went down there, but obviously they weren't. It was probably Matt. Not saying anything against him, but he'd be the one to miss him, because he didn't know him and Mel knew him, kinda. But I'm really glad I got to see him where he's buried. He had a real effect on my life, you know, more than just being my coach. He helped shape me into the man I am today. For those that don't know, he actually named me. I got the name House from him. When I started playing wheelchair basketball, literally, I just showed up. They were having a little barbecue one day, and I just kind of tagged along with some other people that I knew were going. And he had no idea. He was supposed to be made aware that I was coming to meet him, but he wasn't. And so I just started playing, and he knew that I just wanted to play mainly to get active, but it was fine with him. And you know, before the season started and we actually had normal practices, we had what were called captains practices, which were run by the captains. So mainly it was just a lot of scrimmage and free shooting. But in those practices, I had become known as, they started calling me Big Papa, just because I was a big guy, and it kind of stuck, it kind of fit. On the first day of normal practice, Dale heard one of the other guys call me Big Papa, and he said, "Big Papa, who's that?" It's like, "Oh, that's Scott." And he turned and looked right at me and said, "I don't know, he looks more like a house to me." And that was it. From then on, I've been House ever since, and it's stuck, and I embrace it fully. I love the name House. I introduce myself as House a lot of times to people, depending on the situation. So if it wasn't for him, I would not be the man I am today. So he has a real special place in my heart. And it was really hard when he passed away back in '08. Yeah, 4 years. It's crazy. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. But I think I'm going to go drive around now for a bit. I think I'm going to pop into Walmart, dink around in there for a bit, grab a pop or two or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, way out there is a family of pheasants or something like that running across the road, and here comes a car. Oh, don't hit. Okay, good. They got out of the way. I think I may have to go up and try to drive past them as soon as this car gets out of the way. Yeah, it's almost midnight. I've been a bad vlogger. I kinda had a gamer nerdgasm moment and kinda lost track of time. After my little drive, and I popped into Walmart and just picked up a couple little snacky things and nothing much, didn't spend a whole lot, just wanted to get a couple little treatsy things. I didn't record anything because I was still just really kind of down from just all the remembering from Dale, and I think about one person that died, and that leads to another and another, and I just keep thinking about them all and how much I miss them all. And got back and had some dinner and just was playing some video games, and then I started playing this computer game called Minecraft. And I've never talked about Minecraft before on the vlogs. It's been mentioned, Liz mentioned it before, and I think Mel might have mentioned it once or twice. It's a game that I play where it's a real, like, old school kind of looking game, real blocky. It's a three-dimensional environment, and you can go around and pick up blocks of dirt or stone. Everything is like cubes, and it's a really cool game. And recently I found a pretty good server on which I can play it online, and I've been creating this really cool tower, and apparently it got noticed because I was given a plot of land inside one of the cities in which to build. Here are a couple examples of some of the things that I've made in my own games and the one on the server. This is a giant sphere inside a cylinder I made. This is just a sphere with spikes. Here's a skull, surprise, surprise. This is a Christmas tree I made for a contest. This is the tower I made on the server. Pretty neat, right? And like I said, that last one was the one I made online on the server, and it got me promoted, and they gave me a plot of land. How a lot of these servers are run is generally they have cordoned off safe zones that they set up rules for, like, they actually can make it impossible for just your average Joe to build in these areas. And I was given permission to build in one of these areas because of that really cool tower that I made. Yeah, I impressed them, and they rewarded me with a lot in which to build. And so, yeah, for like the last 5-6 hours, I've been building on my new lot. Yeah, nerdgasm. Kind of lose all track of time when you get those. Any gamer could tell you, yeah, you get a nerdgasm like that, and you just, and there goes, the next 4 days. I'm going to be working on this because I'm so stoked about this. I can't believe it. I've never played really on an online server before. I've checked out a couple, but it always seems that there are people that just run around and destroy whatever it is that you build just because they can, and it just infuriates the hell out of people like me that just want to build and be able to share it with other people, which is why they build it on online servers. So I never used to do that before, but I'm really glad I did. Now I've got a lot that I can build on and nobody can destroy it. So that's pretty cool. But so after that, it's been a good day. And I should really get to bed because Chunna's coming over tomorrow to pack some more. So good night. See you tomorrow.
Camp Adventures. Making our way one push at a time.